So each pair will have a slightly different sized circle, but we're all going to work through the same process, and I wanted to give you some instructions in case it wasn't clear on the sheet what you were to do. So you'll notice there's some questions in a chart on the first side, and then on the back, everyone has a triangle centered around an X and Y axis. The first thing I ask you to do in step 1 is to measure your radius as close or as accurately as you can. So I'm going to grab my ruler, line it up on the center, and I'm going to go to where it's marked. And for me, my radius is 3.4 centimeters. I don't want to round up to 3.5. I want to be as accurate as I can. Now, the radius of the circle won't change. So every time you move to a new angle on your chart, the radius will still be the same number. What will change, though, are our arc lengths that we need to create. I'm going to move my ruler out of the way. So the first angle I ask you to create on this is a rotation of 30 degrees. So if it's been a while since you've worked with a protractor, you always want to line it up so the bottom line lines up with your reference line, and it's centered according to the dash in the middle. Now I'm going to get a pen and I'm going to mark 30 degrees. Sometimes we go on the outside, but we're still doing from the positive x-axis, rotating up. All the angles are assumed to start here. So I look for 30 degrees, and 30 degrees is right there. I'm going to do best I can to mark it. Then I'm going to, whoops, get rid of that. I'm going to move my protractor out of the way, and now I'm going to draw a line with a ruler that connects from the middle of my circle to that point that represent 30 degrees. So there is a 30 degrees rotation. Now I need you to get, I just don't want it to extend past my circle. I need you to be able to measure the arc length created by that rotation. So when I mean arc length, I mean if I were to trace the point starting, whoops, sorry about that, here we go, let's try again. I just want a pen. So I'm tracing the path of the point from there to there, it creates an arc. So you're going to take your piece of string and you're going to start it here at the beginning of our rotation, and you're going to lay it down following the arc of your circle, and then you're going to mark that point somehow, either with your finger or with a slight mark on the string. But then you're going to take that string and you're going to lay it out straight along your ruler and measure it as accurately as you can. So once you find the length of the arc, that goes in for your A value. Then on your chart, I want you to figure out the arc length divided by the radius, and repeat this process for all of the angles on the chart.